What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Burrow77 here once again with my main man, A Young Leg. Appreciate you jumping on here with us today, Leg. I don't know why I have this game up. We're going to talk about the most boring game on the fucking planet first. What's going on? Good to see you, Kahan. Hoping for Kareem. Yes, Cup of Joe would love a little Kareem action here. As well. Got Gerussi assisting on that last one. Would have gotten awarded the FanDuel assist anyway for drawing the PK. Emery Chan taking was a little bit of a surprise, but not really. He's wearing the armband. I've seen him take before.
He's also ice cold on penalties.
He is, yeah. He is nasty at them. And that's why he's got the armband. And that's why you put the armband on fucking a guy like that. So also got the Jonathan David to score assist and our both teams to score. So we're cooking this morning. Absolutely love that shit. We had our Schlotterbeck shot in the first 20 minutes. He even put it on target for y'all. So if you got frisky with that, good for you guys. I'm going to dig a hole and bury myself in it. I'm sorry, Fernando. I know that you were high on Leal. Yeah, and I know you were asking about that halftime draw. A little bit rough there in the morning. Good to see you, Cup of Joe. As always, appreciate you. Greaves, good to see you, my man. Appreciate you jumping in. Let's get into it. This is I don't fucking care. Arsenal's numbers gotten a lot better. If you wanted to bet, it was like minus 160. Now it's back down to like minus 170. It's all got to do with their starting 11. I want no part of sides or totals here unless I can get PSV to score a goal at a reasonable number. And I still don't know if I'm going to get involved in that. So it's going to be really short. If you're an Arsenal fan, I'm sorry. You guys, congrats. You're going to advance. I don't see PSV hanging a fucking 8-0 piece on you guys. So, yeah, that just kind of leaves us with player props. I'm interested in some stuff here for PSV. I did some pre-shopping here. Till being back in the lineup has been big. He's been effective for them. So I like Till to get a shot on target. No Noah Lang here, which is a little bit of a surprise. We're getting Perisic at striker as well, which I can see after, De Jong has had some pretty subpar performances here, which gives us an opportunity to see Bakayoko. He's the guy I'm most interested in. He hasn't gotten starts in the UCL. He's been coming on as a sub. Very good player, Belgian international. So I'm going to look for some Bakayoko stuff here. Well, I let Leg do a little bit of talking.
I'll be honest, I had two player props, and right when they said Noah Lang wasn't starting, I was like, well, there goes my Noah Lang shot on target. So the only other one I like is Ben White is finally starting again, and Ben White to just attempt the shot was plus 125. I made a very fun parlay that just is let's have fun today, and it's Rudiger shot, Tyrone Mings shot, and Ben White shot. So, who fucks it up? One of the three got to fuck it up. Hopefully it's not Ben. That's the one nice thing I have to say about this. And I also just want to question, are y'all really lacking that much? If there's nobody in your academy that you're throwing Tierney at the wing, I'm wondering if FotMob is giving us some bad info and they're going to rotate their squad around a little bit and maybe he's going to play more of a mid. But since when is Tierney a left wing?
Yeah, I'm not even really seeing Bakayoko props up here, at least on my odds shopping tool. So that'll be something I have to do here manually later. But as far as stuff for guys that are in the starting 11, Odegaard's not even playing here. No Lang.
I don't mind Zinchenko's shot, but it's kind of juicy. It was like minus 140.
Yeah. Till for a shot on target and Perisic for a shot on target. Till is sitting at plus 130 on DK. Perisic is sitting at plus 170 on FanDuel. So, I like both of those. If you can find some Bakayoko stuff, drop it in the chat. Let me know what the numbers are. Might be able to help save me some time when we wrap the show here. If not, no worries. But yeah, that's it. I'm not going to spend any more time on Arsenal PSV. Big game. big game here. Aston Villa versus Bruges. Now, I was wrong, and I can admit that I was wrong about Bruges winning and being at home. They were very difficult to play. If you watch that game, Bruges kind of dominated that game. I'm not mad that my pick lost at a plus whatever 260 fucking underdog that I had. I thought Bruges played really, really well. We made some really nice money on player props. I'm here to tell you Bruges is live again. I think Aston Villa is way better at home. I'm not going to try and talk you out of what is now minus 130 on the money line for Aston Villa. But I'm probably going to ride with Bruges on a double chance here. Villa's up on aggregate 3-1. They just have to not lose by 3, and they're going through to the next rounds. So, yeah, I like Bruges on a double chance. I like Bruges on an Asian handicap here a little bit. I still really like both teams to score. I like the over 2.5. Both of those bets are sitting at minus 140. Last I checked, which was literally 30 minutes ago when I was putting my notes together for this show. So yeah, I'm still going to back Bruges here.
I do not want to take a side, and I only have player props for this one.
Dope. Getting into some player props, I'm going to start with Decipher. He scored a goal last game. You guys have heard me talk about him all Champions League. I don't want to, be negative or sound annoyed, but a lot of the stuff we're going to talk about here, and I'm going to point out, is stuff that I've said for the last 9 weeks. You guys are probably not super familiar with this Bruges club. You're probably way more familiar with Aston Villa. I'm just here to let you know Bruges isn't going to go quietly. They're not going to lay down and die. This team's got a lot of pride, and they're going to fight here. So I like Jungala for a shot on target. It's juicy at minus 145 to Zolis at minus 105 on DK. And I got to keep riding to Talby. Talby? Yeah, we're going with Talby.
I was going to say, I'm only on Talby right now because he had the best number. Jude Gala, it would be great for a parlay piece.
Yup.
But Decipher is straight up for a shot. You already mentioned him. It's like plus 120 just for him to attempt a shot. He scored the only goal from last game.
He takes a majority of their free kicks, too.
We just need one attempt. We need one overhit cross that goes to the goalie's hands.
Yup. Appreciate you guys shouting out some prices you're seeing here on Bakayoko. Really do. So thank you for the help there. Need one more shot from Hartelson to hit the... Oh, nice. Fuck yeah, dude. I hope you get it, Myron.
I love McGinn also to get a shot on target. If he's going to be playing that far up the pitch, it's at like plus 135, which is wildly higher for a guy that has a pretty far range. With Kamara and Tielemans back there, I'm not saying he's not going to track back, but like that ain't the first priority now. It's more playmaking and shooting.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how him and Cash work together because I always love a Matty Cash shot if I think he's going to play for it. He got a shot at like plus 240 for us last game, so I would look right at Matty Cash here again as well. Rashford for a shot on target, minus 160 on Caesars. It's obviously a little steep, but I think it could make a nice parlay piece. Like was saying, Jungala is definitely a little steep at the minus 145, but if you want to pair that with 2 shots, you're going to get right around even money for that. So be sure to shop that around. The other guy I really like here for Bruges is Oyindike. Guy Bird shouted out a couple weeks back, or probably months back now, but early in the Champions League, this guy has been shooting and he's been very accurate with them. But him just to take a single shot is minus 110 on DK. I really like that. I'll pull up some numbers on what he's done so far in Champions League just to back it up a bit. But I'm going to end up playing that at minus 110 over on DraftKings as well. Pulling up FB Ref here real quick. ONDYE. Nope. ONYE. ED. Another Nigerian homie.
Always the Nigerian homies.
Facts. Shout out Nigerian Super Eagles. Always. Freshest fucking kits on the planet when it comes to internationals. All right, let me get his Champions League stuff. Sorry, I know this is terrible television.
And they just subbed off Adeyemi.
Son of a bitch.
The
1,
fucking
2,
hater.
3, 4, 5. All right, he's taken a shot in 5 Champions League matches in a row. Of the 10 that he has started, he's got 7 games with a shot attempt and 2 with multiple shot attempts. So, Oyndike. Oh, let's go, Myron! Big dog. Love that. I also like this look on Bruges to score in the first half. I said I liked both teams to score in the first half for the Dortmund match. Didn't get it, but yeah, I kind of lean both teams to score in the first half here again. A couple of pacey teams that have capable or at least Bruges has a pretty good defense. I know they gave up a crappy PK and had a little bad ball luck there, but they play pretty stout defense. So Vias is a little bit more suspect. Mings is constantly dealing with a knee injury since he's been back from that ACL surgery. So yeah, just some stuff there. Mings for a booking too. I don't know if he's picked one up recently. I do watch him in Premier League a little bit more. I know he hasn't been playing a ton of Champions League, but he's a hack that Leg and I always go to look at. Mings plus 410 for a booking today feels really nice. Anything else you want to talk about, man?
Nah, I'm good.
But I will just throw out the Tillemans playing a Belgian side. He is Belgian, starts for the Belgian international team. Probably wants to show his countrymen what's up. So definitely could see that. Cuba Joe, I don't hate that. If you want to get involved in Aston Villa over 1.5, I can definitely see that. Their money line's at what, minus 130. I would be more comfortable getting involved in their team total than their money line, just because I do think Bruges is going to be tough. Pull up this score market here real quick. Total home goals. Give me all the numbers, not just FanDuel's numbers.
Over 1.5.
Minus 145, not a bad piece. I'm probably not going to pay that much juice as a straight, but I don't hate it.
I hate it.
Yeah, you hate it? You think it's going to be a 1-1 kind of game?
I think that Aston Villa doesn't even really need to score. They can just pretty much be chilling. I do think it'll end up being like a 1-0 game because Bruges doesn't tend to let up too many goals, whether they're home or away. It doesn't look like they're going to be like throwing everyone forward from the lineup that we saw pretty much exactly the same fucking thing last week. But if Ollie Watkins wants to get his shit together all of a sudden, I'm here for it.
Yeah, that's also a good point, how these goals might come pretty heavily from the counter, whether or not Bruges is going to sit back and absorb pressure, or whether or not Villa is going to try and absorb pressure. This might be a game where neither team wants the ball because they just want their opportunities to come on the counter. So needed Adeyemi 3 shots. Sorry about that, brother. I know he took one in the first half, and he had the one off the woodwork. He didn't get me my shot on target, unfortunately. So we will keep it moving over here into the Real Madrid game, which is what I assume everybody's here to talk about. It's another Madrid derby. I'm taking Madrid with the Drawbreaker promo on DK, and I'm maxing that. I'm probably going to get involved in Madrid draw no bet as well if I want some additional action on the game. Plus 160 for Madrid on the money line, right around minus 110 for Madrid on the draw no bet. Still really like that price. I like Madrid team total over 1.5 as well if you want to get involved there. Let's see. That's plus 125 over on Caesars. Look, with this lineup, I don't want to guarantee we're going to keep a clean sheet, but like it wouldn't surprise me. We don't have to look at Lucas Vasquez here. Alvarez is really hot though, so as far as like as much nice stuff as I'm going to talk about at Letty, it's going to be Alvarez. He's the only guy doing shit for them over there. And then maybe Sorloth if they sub him on later. But I don't like the Gallagher move. I want to see Lino, if I'm them, I want to see Lino. I'm perfectly fine if they want to sit Lino for Gallagher. Simeone's kind of a fucking bum. DePaul is going to be a fucking hack and a scumbag for the entire game. Lorente to get booked is an easy look. He's got to guard Vinny, Mbappe, and Bellingham. That's a fucking problem. So, yeah, I don't have a lot of nice stuff I'm going to say here about Atleti, and I know Leg ain't either. He just put on the fuck you shades.
This is their funeral. This is a wrap, guys. I'm sorry. There's no La Liga refs here to save you. That whole, sorry, fellas, team total over. Who's scoring? Who is it? I hope it's Alvarez, and he's pulling magic out of his ass for every single one. Because right now I'm looking at Fede Valverde having to lock up Conor Gallagher and Alvarez, and then Wash Griezmann's going to have to deal with Asensio and Rudiger. So I would love to know where the goals are coming from. That being said, I took DePaul and Modric on a card parlay at plus 1,200 because Modric is going to get suspended for this next match because for some reason he always gets yellows. He's worse than Vinny actually for his yellow per minute. Mbappe is at a stupidly high number. It's like almost at a Mo Salah number, which makes me think that he's not going to score, but I have to take Mbappe when he's plus 150.
It's to score assists, it's plus 100.
Well, I mean, I took Rodrigo to score assists because he eats Atleti's lunch every time he plays them. That was at plus 180. Rodrigo 2 shots on target is at plus 350, which I think is ridiculous. Rodrigo 1 shot on target was bettable at minus 130. He literally just scored on these guys.
That's borderline a dump your account on it number. Like, I don't see Rodrigo for a shot on target at that number often. I've seen it 3 times actually so far this year, and he's done it in 2 of the 3, and it's been like a 5-unit play for me each time. So when Fernando was in here asking me what my favorite play from last game was, Rodrigo's shot on target at minus 130 is my favorite play of the entire afternoon slate. And that's tough because I play Decipher's shot every single Champions League game because it's always plus money. But yeah, no La Liga refs here. It is at their fucking stadium, which they haven't really lost at, but no La Liga refs here, guys. And if you watch all of our games against Atleti, when we're away at Atleti, the common theme is the shadiest fucking ref you can find. So, yeah, I think it's going to be a lot harder to try and rob Madrid while everybody's watching.
Also, I don't know why Vinicius Jr. assist is such a wildly high number, but between that and Fede Valverde gets an assist every single time he plays right back, I'm going to ride that until it dies at plus 800. I'll throw $5 on it. Rudiger shot attempt is also plus sign. Why not? Tchouaméni's is like minus 120 when I got it because I did it before lineups. Love that. I do think the Rodrigo de Paul number for a shot looks pretty good. Same with Llorente. Simeone's son, if he got the same tattoo as his brother, I'd be more inclined to bet him for a shot on target or maybe even a goal. This one's for you, Dad, type of deal. But Griezmann went Danny Phantom last game, so I don't know if he's going to make an appearance, maybe if they get a penalty kick, but I really think it's going to be the Julian Alvarez show. So if you're very confident that Atleti's going to score 2, Alvarez has to be involved in 1. So his to score assist number, you would have to take that. I would take him 2 shots on target.
He's borderline got to score a goal.
Exactly. That's why it's like if you think they're going to score 2, you might as well just take Alvarez straight up.
At plus 200, it's a really nice number. I would much prefer to be involved in that than Atleti team total at plus 100 because, yeah, like it says, unless Sorloth comes on late and does something but he'll come on for Griezmann, so Alvarez will still probably have to be involved there. Couple other things I like: Bellingham shot on target at minus 115 always has to be mentioned. Fetty for a shot on target is plus 215 over on DraftKings. Tooch for a shot. I know Leg said he bet it early. Still minus 130 over on Caesars. A little long there, but you can still get a nice number. Rudiger for the shot was plus 115 over on FanDuel. If you want to take Asensio for a shot too, he's been getting involved a little bit on set pieces. I really like Tooch because him and Rudiger are just so fucking tall. They beat everybody else out in the air. Even, what was it? A couple of weeks ago when we played a bunch of the subs when Gruler was starting and we were like, yo, Gruler's going to be on all the corners. He was taking them short to Bellingham on the near post, which isn't like usually how we take our corners. And Tooch was still out jumping Jude, who's not a small dude.
Right.
Bryce, what's good? Appreciate you tuning in, man. Fetty, 2 or more shots, plus 145. Definitely don't hate that. Again, Fetty's used to playing in the midfield. We do give our right and left backs a lot of freedom to come up and play forward. And Fetty has the pitch awareness not to get so far forward that he forgets that he's not playing wing/center forward like Vasquez, and he still has much better get back speed. So, yeah, I can see Fetty taking 2 shots. I like his shot on target at plus 215. And like Leg said, he's just been kind of an assist machine back there at right back. So we've seen Danny Carvajal make the same cross. We've seen Lucas Vasquez, when he is playing well, make a very similar cross. Like, our right back is really involved in our offense, which is why, Leg and I were pounding the table a year.
Well, I don't want to be that guy, but also like he did last game.
Yeah. And our right backs always get really involved in our offense, which is why we've been shouting for guys like, we would like to see Frimpong. We would like to see names like Alphonso Davies, like pacey guys who used to play wing but aren't completely incompetent like Lucas Vasquez and actually play right back and defend.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yo, Pennsylvania homies, if you own DK, Mbappe 1 offside is plus 135. Just keep that in mind, everyone. If you have DK and you're in Pennsylvania, plus 135, Mbappe offside. We're out here.
You know the fucking vibes. I got a Madrid flag behind me, Legs in a Madrid kit. It's Madrid money line all fucking day. Madrid by 1 million. I was reading Brad's stuff, and Brad's a good friend of the show. He's been on here before. He had something on Twitter that he thinks Atleti's got a slight advantage here, and stuff like that. I just wanted to tweet at him Madrid minus 1.5.
I don't know, and like someone can argue otherwise, but it's kind of like when Atleti guys were saying, "Oh, we deserve to get the win last game. We played better," and then you like just go look at the stats. If you didn't want to watch the game, you're like, "Where was it? Was it your 2 shots? What was it?
Was it the missed PK?
Could be anything.
Could be anything. The one that would have really fucking dampened the game, but." Atletico goalkeeper to have 4 more saves. Love that look, Fernando. Oblak is going to have to put in some work. It's not like this back line's super good. Like, DePaul's definitely getting up there in age. Like, I'm really worried about, or if I'm Atleti, I'd be really worried about getting sliced up in the midfield. And especially with balls over top with how much pace we have with Mbappe, Vinny, Rodrigo, and Bellingham. Modric and Bellingham are going to need to be putting in some good service. And Asensio's been putting in really good service as a center back, too, as a guy who's just like, no, fuck it. I know I can put it long and they'll run onto it. So, yeah, love that. And Fetty, again, playmaker back there at right back. He's typically in our midfield. He knows how to find these guys. He knows where they want the ball. So, I don't know. Look, I have unshakable confidence in Madrid. Madrid does not disappoint. So, again, Leg and I are both biased. You see us rocking our Madrid stuff right here. So, Lopez is taking
Mbappe is already down to plus 110.
Oh, damn. That's wild from plus 150. Lopez giving out the Lopez special, which is a little quarter unit sprinkle on Rodrigo to score first, and then the rest of the unit over there on Rodrigo anytime. I love that. Plus, must have came down. Yeah, lineups usually change some stuff around a bit. Anytime goal scorer parlay, sure. Do you what like? I don't love a chalky one. I wouldn't go unless you want to take a Bruges goal scorer. I probably would leave this game alone. You would have to be pretty confident in Rashford, Watkins, get a counter, maybe a PK.
Rashford's gonna score today, man. You know what? It's been a minute. He's gonna score today.
It's been a whole week. It's been all 8 days.
When's his last Champions League goal?
It was 8 days ago.
Oh, he scored against them?
He did. He took the PK.
Oh, that doesn't count. I don't want any. No,
I don't want any part. I don't have an anytime goal scorer parlay for you.
I would much rather pick 3 goal scorers from the Madrid game than either of those.
Yeah, I want no fight. Yeah, if you want,
I'd rather just go Rodrigo, Mbappe, Alvarez.
Right. Like, I want no fucking part of this Arsenal game. The only thing I want a part of is Bakayoko, Perisic, and Till props. Everything I like here is mostly Bruges, except for like Matty Cash shot and some longer odds stuff here. Yeah, it's all about the Madrid game for me today, and it shouldn't surprise you guys. I'm a Madrid fan. It's the team I know the best. It's where I think I'm gonna have the biggest advantage. I look at Madrid pretty critically too, so it's not like I'm just giving you a bunch of blind hope. It's these numbers on Madrid are just too fucking good. You don't see these very often. So, yeah, that's about it. If I don't even want to put in like a 3-leg parlay because like I don't want to get involved.
If you need a stupid parlay, there's one on Twitter. It's
right, like Leg's got all the shots and shots on target parlays.
They're already there. We're fine.
Speaking of, great transition to the plug. Be sure to follow me and Young Leg at BurOak77 and at A Young Leg on Twitter, Instagram, all that. You can find the links down below, or you can just use the @ key. You guys know how to work the internet. We're getting ready to wrap it up here. Please check out those links in the description. Check out the Discords. If you need a promo, if you need somebody to sign up for a sports book, check out BetUS 125% deposit match down here in the video description. I use them myself for bookings all the time. Appreciate you, William. Dortmund wins. No, they do not. Very Dortmund-esque performance out of them, too. Shout out Jonathan David for getting that nice goal there in the 6th minute, and then it was kind of all Dortmund. That's just Champions League inexperience there from Leal. You got to step on the throat. When you get up and you have the crowd behind you, you got to try and step on the throat. Hit the like button. Appreciate that. Yes, please do like and subscribe right here on youtube.com/@BurOak772. Appreciate you as always, Cup of Joe. We will probably be talking on Twitter when I start getting some college basketball stuff. I looked for an underdog that I liked for the FanDuel promo early this morning, and nothing was jumping off the board to me. Love Georgia today, so I like Georgia against the spread if you guys are interested in college basketball stuff at all. But that's going to be it for us, guys, unless you got anything else, any more questions, comments, concerns. I know Leg is on at least his 2nd beer, and I'm looking forward to having one myself. So let's get this bread. Hello, Madrid. We'll see you on the other side. We'll probably be playing Arsenal, and we'll be back shortly with some more of these videos.
This could be a long night for a couple of English Premier League fans. Put it that way.
Yeah, the Twitter chirping is going to be rough, no matter what. So expect a lot of Twitter chirps.
I'll be here. All right, 7:30. No big deal, guys.
Putting on the show. We'll be out here entertaining, guys. Yeah. Speaking of, great plug. Forgot. We will be back at 7:30 p.m. Eastern time to do 2Foot Talk every Wednesday night, 7:30. Eastern time, we do a look ahead for the entire weekend slate, Leg and I. So with that said, we're going to get the fuck out of here. Hala Madrid. Oaks out. Deuces. We outside.